In this video, we're going to talk about how to solve rational equations. Rational equations are those equations that have fractions in them, and the variable can be in the numerator or the denominator or both. The thing that you want to do when you're doing rational equations is you want to multiply both sides of the equation by the least common denominator. This is what's called clearing your fractions. And the way that this works is that if you have an equation where you have x is equal to 5 or whatever, if you divide both sides by any expression, maybe it's 10, the only thing that really matters, as long as the denominators are the same, is that the numerator are equal to each other. So when your denominator is the same on both sides, you can clear it out. For example, let's say I had x squared over x minus 3 is equal to 9 over x minus 3. Here the denominator is the same on both sides. And when that happens, you can just cross it off. Mathematically, what we're doing here is we're going to multiply both sides by x minus 3. And so we cross it off here and cross it off here. But you don't have to do this step. As long as you have the same denominator on both sides, you can just cross them off. And then we solve the top. Here we get x squared is equal to 9. Taking the square root of both sides, we get x is equal to plus or minus 3. Now this is where you have to be careful. You have to make sure that your numbers actually work in the original equation. Our original equation, we had x squared is equal to 9 over x minus 3 and over x minus 3. If we have x is equal to 3 and we put that into our denominator here, we would have 3 minus 3 and that equals 0. Now we can't divide both sides by 0, so 3 is not a viable solution for this. So therefore our only answer is going to be x is equal to minus 3. And that's what's going to happen in every single time that you solve these rational equations, is that you have to check your answers into the original equation.